So you just started getting network care and you have all these things happening in your life and stuff coming up. What do you do about it? What's up, everyone? It's Dr. Mel here, and today I am going to share with you what exactly the purpose of a table session, or as we like to call it, an entrainment in our office is all about. I'm going to share with you exactly how to start to tap into your body and what to do if you feel like you need to go deeper, you need more support, you need to be heard, you have questions, and you just don't feel like you have enough time in the office. I'm going to share with you a number of opportunities and a number of options for you so that way you can be fully seen and fully heard and get the results and the outcome that you're looking for. And if you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, subscribe to this channel because I'm releasing content on a more regular basis and I want to make sure you get the best wisdom for your body, for your mind, and for your life. So make sure you subscribe, and if you find this video helpful, share it with a friend, right? Sharing is caring, as we learned in kindergarten. All right, let's get to it. So if you're a client at Inspire Life, or maybe you've considered being a client with me or a network practitioner, I want to share you what exactly the purpose of a network spinal entrainment is. I get in the first couple of visits, we talk about a lot of information. And as soon as you lay down on the table, your mind can get going and you don't always know what to focus on. So number one, the purpose of a spinal entrainment, or some people call an adjustment, is to support your nervous system functioning as healthy as possible at 100%. Now, what does this mean? We can go in a whole nother video about that. And if you have scrolled on my channel, you'll see I have a lot of content about the nervous system and the purpose of chiropractic care. But the purpose of the table sessions is to help you stay in your body and to help you connect your body-mind. Listen, I get it. We live in a world that is fast-paced and honors mental intelligence over bodily wisdom. So the purpose of an entrainment really is to help you connect to your inner rhythms, to help you to connect your cells with your mind so that you can trust your body more. It's to help you have more coherence, more flexibility, more balance, and really navigate stress on a daily basis with much more ease, much more grace, and much more adaptability. That, my friends, is the sole purpose of a network spinal entrainment. If you've had chronic issues, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, for a long time, then it may take some time and some regular visits to support your nervous system in shifting out of that old pattern into a new, much more energy efficient way of being. Listen, I get that in this form of healing, lots of stuff can come up. Your body's changing. Your relationships might be changing. Your job might be changing. And you want to learn how to become the best doctor. And I applaud you and I see you in that. And it's amazing. And you might have a lot of questions. So I'm going to share. If you feel that your session is going to go longer than 15 minutes and you need that extra time, I want to share with you ways because I don't want to ignore that. And at the same time, what we found is seeing a lot more clients and having stuff come up and people really wanting to learn and go deeper. We've realized we need to create extra space for that. And we need to create extra opportunities for people to support them. Because by no means do we want to deny you or diminish you in asking those questions and maybe needing a little bit more time. And in the office, we've designated 15 minutes for your network spinal entrainment. Anything above that and beyond that, we've created other opportunities and ways of tapping into healing that can support you. Because we want to make sure that you get the entrainment you need, you get your nervous system online, and you're able to move on with your day. As I share with clients, the adjustment happens actually outside the office walls because it's not really a normal thing to lay face down on a table for 15 minutes. That's not how life happens, right? You're supposed to get out in the world and integrate. So while we don't want to diminish the questions or going into long conversations, we get that a flow in the office best supports you and everyone else getting care, as well as us trying to navigate everyone else's health and make sure that things are flowing in a rhythmic manner. So here's a little tip. How do you land in your body when maybe you're coming from work, you've just gone through stressful traffic, or it's the end of the day and you just feel exhausted and you just want to disassociate? Here are a few tips I want to share with you when you come into the office to support you landing in your body more, which is going to support your entrainment being that much more effective and powerful. Number one, start to notice your surroundings. Sometimes I get, when I see practice members come in and they're all over the place and they throw their shoes off and they just, I can sense that energy. Just take a moment to land. Notice your surroundings. Notice the decor in the office. Notice the plants. Take a breath. Come into your 5 senses. Notice that, number 1. As it's your turn to hop on the table and you lay face down, start to notice, where's your breath at? Not that you need to radically change it in that moment, but just start to notice, whoa, I'm breathing high. I can feel my belly breathing on the table. I can breathe into my sacrum. Maybe wiggling your fingers a little bit, moving your spine. This may be the first moment and the only moment of your day that you have 15 solid minutes to actually tap into you and no one else. So take advantage of that. And I get, sometimes the mind wants to talk and sometimes the mind wants to ask questions. Allow yourself to land in you, which I know can be a new concept, but the more you practice it, the easier it will become. Notice your surroundings, notice your breath, notice the smell. Oftentimes we're diffusing essential oils, we have sage, we want to make the environment super inviting so that you can land much more easily. Notice the music in the office. It's a great way to start to tune into your body. Anytime you can notice the 5 senses, which is my point number 1, the more you will land in your body. Number 2, notice your breath. And as you notice your breath, start to allow your breath to expand in your belly and in your heart. I really want you to pay attention to when you move your body in certain ways. How does that allow the breath to expand? If I move forward like this, does my breath stop? Or if I move my shoulders down and shift my pelvis a little bit, what does that do to my breath? So number 2 is noticing what types of body movements and unwinding can you start to naturally tap into that allow your breath to expand? Number 3, when I come to your table, which may not be right away, if I'm not there yet, that space between, just give yourself a moment to breathe, turn off the brain, set your mind on the shelf, and just give yourself a moment and acknowledge that you've made it. Acknowledge that in the midst of your crazy schedule, you have dedicated time to just arriving. That's part of the healing, is acknowledging that you're actually doing the work just by showing up. And know that if there's a little moment before I get to you, that's a perfect opportunity to just practice those strategies before, as I mentioned, to really land in your nervous system, in your body. When you practice these 3 things, I promise your entrainment is going to be so much more effective. Now, here's the thing. I get that you want to ask questions. You want to talk about things. You want to share what's happening. That's amazing. That's great. And know that sometimes that may take away from the entrainment on the table. It's not right or wrong or good or bad. Just know that, right? If you want to spend 10 minutes talking about something, that may leave only about 5 minutes for your entrainment. Solely because since the beginning of Inspire Life, we have always dedicated 15 minutes to an entrainment. Which, by the way, this is much longer than your traditional average chiropractic adjustment, which on average is anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So just note that. Now, again, if you want to talk about things, great, but just know that we want to honor your time and we want to honor all of our clients' time. And that is not to diminish anything that's coming through that you want to talk about. So that's why over the years we've noticed our practice members are intelligent. Our practice members want to go deeper. Our practice members have questions and they want to learn how to become their own best healer. So we've created a lot of different ways that you can tap into this. Something I like to do when I'm seeing other practitioners is if I have things come up in between sessions or even on the table, I'll actually write it down and I'll communicate with them at a different time where, they may have more time to go deeper into my own experience or deeper into that conversation. So number 1, what I recommend you do is download the Voxer app, Voxer. It's a little orange app with a little white cute guy on the screen. Download the app and find me on there at Dr. Mel Krug. My clients and my private coaching clients love using this app to communicate with me in between their sessions because the designated time is the designated time. Nowhere else in that time, in the 15 minutes, are you getting a spinal entrainment that we are in relationship with. But when it comes to talking about things and asking questions, the Voxer app is a really great time for us to connect outside of the entrainment so that 15 minutes is dedicated to you and your body and you just get to focus on that. So download the Voxer app and find me on there, send me a message. I would be happy to connect with you. I'm not saying I'm going to respond at 2 a.m., but you never know. 2, We have so many other events going on that you can connect. You can come connect with the team, ask questions, talk about whatever you want. Specifically, we have our Inspire Co. monthly connection and support call, and that happens on the fourth Tuesday of every month from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This call was specifically designed for this very reason. It's like we listened to you. In this call, I and myself and my team are here to address any questions that come up, anything that comes up. It's like an Ask Me Anything. Plus, oftentimes we have a little bit of content to teach you. And guess what? We listen to you. So whatever you're asking in the office or come up in the office, we want to address it on this call. Anyone is welcome. It's just $22 a month, and we promise you're going to get so much out of it. So that would be a really great opportunity where you can bring your questions. And last but not least, there's a variety of other events going on, such as Soul-Filled Saturday with Ashley, Forest Bathing with Scott and Ashley. If you aren't aware of those events, make sure you follow the link in this video description and stay tuned. Like us on Instagram and Facebook, and you will be the first to know when we have those events. I lied, that wasn't my last point. This is my last point. If you feel you need extra time with me, and you need extended extra time with me, and you want to go deeper, know that I am also a breakthrough methodology coach, and I'm a business coach. So I know how to go into stuff with people. I know how to navigate a one-on-one relationship and conversation with people. And I work with private clients. If that's something you're interested in and you want to work just one-on-one and have no distractions and know that 15 minutes is not enough, which oftentimes I know it's not, I've opened up opportunities and space in my calendar to be able to work with you, whether it's on a regular basis or it's a 1-hour call, even a half an hour call. I will post the link in this video description so that you can schedule a time with me and we can make sure that we cover everything that you need, because I get it's important and I don't want to ignore what's coming up. So I hope this video has served you well. Now you know the exact purpose of an entrainment in the office, how to honor your time, practice members' time, and when stuff comes up, there's opportunities to go deeper and feel supported every step of the way. If you like this video, make sure you share it with your friends. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.